Hey everyone,
Hey, everybody.
and welcome to. I feel betrayed by you with that sad look on your face. I start this off with a smile, and you look sad, which you should, but whatever. Welcome to Why Are You Still Here? And today we are brought together by some unfortunate circumstances. Obviously, uh, everybody probably has heard about it. The fact that Bob Saget passed away at 65 years old.
I'm still relatively young. Found dead in his hotel room.
Very much so. Young. They still don't know the cause of death. They know that it's probably not drugs and it was probably not murder, but they still really don't know what the issue is. I would assume it's probably a heart attack, but they don't know yet. And it was like a punch to the gut when I found this out. Look at my hair. It's fucking crazy. Whatever. Bob Saget would approve of the swear word. Yeah, it was like a punch to the gut because we had two TV fathers over the years, maybe three, depending on how old you are. Mike Brady might be in there too, or if you're my age and you grew up with TV Land, as well as, I don't know, actually, maybe they weren't on TV Land at that time, but they were certainly on Nick at Night. That was a big thing, Brady Bunch on Nick at Night. But I had two TV fathers, one that turned out to be a rapist. So I'm like, no, thank you, Bill Cosby, get away from me. And really, Bob Saget became my sole TV father. And he was there with Full House when I was a kid. He was there with America's Funniest Home Videos. And he would periodically show up in movies and whatnot as well. I mean, he was a huge part of my childhood. What about you?
Yeah, exactly. You're echoing the sentiments. That's why I'm kind of listening. You're taking the reins here.
Yeah, it really is unfortunate. And he had definitely many more years to live. He should have. And it really is unfortunate. I will be honest that I was never the biggest fan of Full House myself.
Which is what I just,
it.
Yeah.
And I watched it. I watched almost
I've seen probably every episode. Yeah.
But it was definitely not one of my like top tier favorites. But it's so weird though, because I enjoy almost everybody on the show. So I don't really know what my issue was. Obviously it's with me because so many people love that show. But I do have to say this as well, that this is not going to be something popular that I say whatsoever. But my favorite moment of Bob Saget, hands down, is in a really bad movie, a movie that most people probably haven't even seen. And it's a little movie called Dumb and Dumber. And it is,
wow.
It comes after the character of Harry like leans up against a vent, like a heating vent, and it melts a chocolate bar in his pocket. And then he goes into the bathroom and notices that the chocolate bar had melted, so he rubs it everywhere. And then Bob Saget walks into the bathroom and goes, "Oh my God.
Oh my God. And I'm leaving!" He shit everywhere. There's shit everywhere! Damn it! There's shit on the windows! Oh my God! My house is full of shit! He shit everywhere! Look what he did! He shit all over the wall!
There's just something about it, the way he says it. And at that time, his image was much more clean cut. His stand-up wasn't as prevalent, like the content of his stand-up wasn't quite as known. So that was like a big thing for him. And it's just so funny. And then it's coupled with images of the bathroom where you see like there's chocolate all over the towels, and it really is dripping from the ceiling. And you just
How
imagine
much chocolate was in
his mind. Like I said, it's not a good movie, but
That's the one
you have
that
to
doesn't
imagine.
have the originals in it, right? That's the
Correct.
okay.
You imagine in this character's mind, Bob Saget's mind, that this is really shit everywhere. And how is it possible to get fecal matter everywhere in a bathroom? Like, how is that possible? And that's what I love so much about that scene. That's hands down, that's my favorite Bob Saget scene of all time.
Wow, okay.
And yeah, so I really like that. But I'll end what I'm gonna say off with. All I keep hearing over the last few days is, quotes and interviews and stuff from people that knew him personally, and all I keep hearing is how amazing of a guy he was, that he helped, people through mental problems and anxiety, and he was like the greatest friend ever that was always there. If you needed him, he showed up, had your back, whatever. And so honestly, it's really not as important what my feelings are about it, because my thoughts and prayers honestly go out to his friends and family, the people that actually knew him. But also my thoughts and prayers go out to Anthony and Alyssa, because I think that they're going through, the same kind of hard time that that his friends and family are probably going through. So other than that, like I said in a Facebook post, I thank you, Bob Saget. I was gonna call him Bob, but it felt weird. Thank you, Bob Saget, for all the laughs over the years and everything else. So yeah, so rest in peace, sir.
Rest in
Anything
peace, Bob.
else? Yeah.
I think it would just be absolutely surreal if whenever I was going through a hard time, just some music just started playing out of nowhere and Bob Saget just walks around the corner and then he just sits down and kneels with me on the floor and the audience just awes. A Full House moment with him.
For sure. 100%.
Bob Saget, America's father, America's comfort dad.
Yep.
Maybe I really don't hate Full House as much as I thought. I want to watch Full House now.
Yeah. His character of Danny Tanner, like you said, it was always really entertaining because he's like, obsessive with being a perfectionist and everything being as clean as possible. So it's funny. So that's really all. I don't want to take up too much time.
At least Bob Saget was a good person as well. There's so many good men and women, but primarily good men in Hollywood who have not been who we thought they are. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but there are no scandals with Bob Saget, right?
No.
Okay, so there. I think
the
that's
closest
good to
thing
then.
to a scandal is just himself, where he just, the jokes that he made.
Okay.
I'll never forget there was like a comedy movie that my friend Anthony showed me when we were younger, and it was called The Aristocrats. Not the Aristocats.
Oh.
Not the Aristocats. The Aristocrats. And there was like a special feature or something where it was asked of all these notable comedians, Bob Saget included, to come up with the world's dirtiest joke. And that joke scarred me for several years. It was, no offense, Bob, but that joke was nasty.
Well, what's the joke?
Look it up. I swear to God, if I started saying it, like, we'd be kicked off YouTube and never allowed back. So yeah, no, it was a nasty, gross joke that included incest and pulling out like tampons and throwing it across the room, and they stick to the wall, and yeah, Yeah, that's yeah.
And he rips off her underwear and he takes some of her pubes with it. It's horrible. And there's a little bit of blood starts dripping down her leg. So he just pulls out the tampon and throws it at the window and it sticks. They go down on each other in all different configurations. It's 69, it's 29 because the kids are young, it's 9. The father bends his kid over on the guy's desk and he's like taking him from behind, which isn't right. Do not fuck your family. So they're all fucking each other, right? All of a sudden the kid can't take it. Diarrhea starts squirting out of his ass. It's like a hemorrhaging shit ass.
Anyway,
shit everywhere,
not chocolate,
and vomit, and yeah, no, not chocolate, unfortunately. So, yeah, so that was interesting, especially when like Martin Mull comes along and he's like, he has a dirty joke, but it's like nothing compared to that, you know. So this shows how good of a guy Bob Saget must have really been, because if you look at some of his stand-up, he is ripping into John Stamos and Dave Coulier, like massively ripping into them. Like he had a song called Dave Coulier is Gay, and he would play it on the guitar, and it was all about how Dave Coulier was secretly gay.
Danny Tanner was not gay like Dave Coulier.
And obviously they didn't take any of that stuff to heart, you know. That must have really just been like a stage persona kind of thing for him, because they have nothing but nice things to say about him. So I think that's really cool. But yeah, all right, have a nice day, everybody. Keep your heads up and celebrate Bob Saget.
Yes,
go watch Full House. Go watch Dumb and Dumberer. Somebody's got to. Go watch America's Funniest Home Videos. Go watch Fuller House, I guess.
And above all, just laugh. I think that's what he would have wanted you to do.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. He was living his, best life, basically. He put a post on Instagram, I think, where it was just a video where he was just talking about how grateful he is that he's able to do this tour at the moment and all this kind of stuff. So it's kind of heartbreaking, but he was on a comedy tour making people laugh, and I think you're absolutely correct. That is what he would have wanted. So all right, that's it.
All right, best wishes, everybody. Take care.